kill yourself. You have to remember to say that.
Or you got it. You got this.
You got this.
Oh, this is going to be so much fun to give him baby advice.
You may not answer, Billy.
I'm not answering.
Hey!
Oh my fucking god!
There he
there.
is.
What's up, guys?
There's the sexy beast.
Oh my goodness.
What'd you do to the curtain?
Me?
Yes.
I want to be your bottom.
Keenan, what are you doing, bro?
How's it going?
Good, man. Hey, I just want to let you know we're starting a new podcast. It's called Don't Kill Yourself.
All right.
And the goal of the podcast is to call friends and check in on them and see how they're doing and seeing if there's something that we could lend a hand and give you advice or maybe help you solve a problem with something that's going on in your life that you might be stressing about. And then you can tell us if we were horrible or if we actually helped.
And we have a competition to see who gives the best
Who
advice.
gives the best advice? Okay. All right. So
Also,
let me try and be creative here, because can I tell you really honestly, there's nothing going wrong in my life right now. So I will have to.
Are you wearing an earplug?
Nah, they're earbuds. You're on my earbuds.
Oh,
Nice.
so you're not even paying attention to us. You're listening to music.
No,
right
that's
now?
how I'm hearing you, dipshit.
Yeah.
Oh,
man, look at my
earbuds
program.
are
This is
the
2020.
new age way that
Jesus
you.
Christ.
They're like new headphones.
New age is a
I was
funny
just
way to.
thinking-
Without the cords. New
I'm making
age is
sure
the wrong
everybody's
word.
on focus. Okay?
Also, Keenan, I would like you to meet our newest addition to the comedy scene. Allison Rose is
Hi.
her name.
Hello, Allison Rose.
Hello.
You should
I've told her some stories about you.
you should
and-
maybe consider
Yeah.
changing your name, because there's a comedian and podcast host, Allison Rosen.
In Denver. I know.
Yeah, she's
And funnier than me.
and super famous. I don't know if she's funnier than you, but she's definitely more famous than you. So
You were the second person that's told me that in my life, and I don't know what to do.
change
I'm
your
about to
name.
kill
I just
myself.
told you. What are you talking about? You don't
You should go even more Jewish with it. You should be like
Rosenbaum.
Allison
Rosenberg.
knows. Allison knows. I got it. It's fine.
Sarah Rosenbaum. That's your new name. You're welcome.
yes.
God damn it. Keenan.
No. Sounds too much like Sarah Rose. Anyway.
Here,
I will
wait.
say-
I got a great name for Allison Rose. She could be George Carlin. That's your new name.
How about you join the advice thing, and I get advice from you, since that's what's happening right now.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
George,
No,
we're
all right.
flipping
No,
the
I have to find something that is wrong in my life that I need advice for. Okay, so here's something. It's sort of like a humble brag, but I have a hard time with my work, family, fun life balance. So I have a kid. She's almost 2. I have a partner who's almost 25. And I have, my own work life. I work from 6 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. Hold on, I'm making a draft pick. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
and then I also, I like to play Madden. I like to go frisbee golf. I do all the cooking around the house. I like to try and take over for my partner when I get home, because she's been home with the kid all day. So I have a hard time, sort of juggling those 3 facets of my life. What would you recommend I do in order to better feel, 1, in control, but 2, well balanced in all 3 of those facets of my life?
Okay, for one, with a toddler, you are never going to be in control. Give that shit up right now. I have 5 teenagers, actually. 2 of them have moved out of the house. I still don't have any control of my house. Give that idea up. The fact that your old lady still lets you play frisbee golf throughout the week in itself is amazing, man. Because when you have a toddler, you're not going to have a life for the next 15 years at best. And that's when they start hating you for no oddball reason, and they just get friends and shit. So just be at peace with the idea that your life is not your own for the next 18 years.
Thanks,
Thanks, Billy.
Allison?
Well, as a 38-year-old single woman with no children and multiple failed relationships, I would say that you should quit bitching about your beautiful life because it sounds amazing.
He did say humble brag.
I know.
Yeah, right.
I know. I'm calling back to that.
I know
It
when he
sounds
said frisbee
amazing.
golf, I was like, that
Appreciate your time that you get to yourself. That's fucking beautiful. Appreciate your partner that stays home with the kids all day. That's fucking amazing. Appreciate your hair, which I would kill for.
Fucking beautiful.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And fuck, you have so much control. That's my advice.
All right. Thank you, Allison.
You're
All
welcome,
right.
Joe.
Stoner Joe here for you. All right. So here's what I'm going to have to say about this. Is that you're on the right path. Don't be discouraged and continue to keep building the blocks for the foundation that you've already started to lay. And that when your child gets older, your life gets easier a little bit. But I remember when I was doing a lot of shit on my plate at once. I was being a dad, I was being a partner, I was doing comedy, I was doing graphic design, I was doing landscaping, I was doing crabbing. I did like 6 different things just to get by because I didn't have a job. And all it came down to was balance and priorities.
I did
And
too. I was
slowly,
selling guns,
the things
I was
that
selling
don't
drugs,
matter
I was
will
into prostitution.
go by the wayside, and you will be able to find that balance. But it does take time. Right now, you're in the puzzle state, early Tetris levels, so things kind of going slow right now. You can put the pieces where you want, and then once things start speeding up and you start getting momentum later in life, a few years down your road, you'll have the balance of it all figured out just perfectly fine.
Good.
Patience.
All right,
When it comes down to, man,
are all you dipshits done now?
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
done
we have a
yet.
question
wait,
for
wait,
you.
Wait. I'm not finished.
Okay,
Oh, Billy.
Billy.
The diva would like to speak.
Billy has some dumb shit to say. What?
Yeah.
Is it all pays
Great
off
line.
in the end, man? Like, in another few years, they're going to start being so patient when you want a day off and you just come in and you go, Dad wants a day off. They leave you alone because you were such a good dad in the beginning that they know that you're a good man and they'll just leave you be for a day every once in a while. But that's the best you're going to get.
All right. Now are all
One
you
day a
dipshits
week
done?
and a big piece of chicken.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So, all right. Part of this is me picking which one of you gave the best advice.
Yes, but first, before you do that, you have to answer this question.
All right.
Do you feel like, after talking to us, that you are less likely to kill yourself?
No fucking way in hell. No, dude. I'm gonna
That's
go.
okay.
That's okay.
I'm gonna
That's
go
okay.
slit my own
We
throat
failed.
right now.
We failed.
Okay.
You have draft picks to make first. Don't do that.
I'm almost at the end. They can auto draft from here. I got a good team. So here's the problem with what you guys gave to me. I would say this. Joe gave the closest thing to advice that exists among this panel. 2 of you just said, "Suck it up, Buttercup." If I'm calling a suicide hotline and I say this is the problem that I have, and the person on the other end of the hotline says tough titties, I'm probably gonna blow my brains out. So for starters, you guys, Allison Rosen and Billy Campbell, you guys fucking suck. Like straight up,
Still love you.
straight up, I already said, my first thing that I said to you was, everything in my life is going really well. I'm going to have to dig for something to get advice for. I come up with an actual problem that exists in my life, and Joe's advice, which let me remind you, is the best advice that I was given, was wait. If the premise of this show is, please don't kill yourself, let's imagine that I am even remotely near suicide, and somebody says, just hold on. Just hold on. Just wait. I'm only going to be closer to suicide after the fact.
See, this is why we need a hold button.
That being said,
This is gold. This is gold.
That-
Yeah, I know. This is
Thank
awesome.
you.
that being said, as always, I will rank the people immediately in front of me, and we have Joe is number 1. Allison, you're number 2, only because I hate Billy so fucking much, and he's number 10.
I'll take it.
I miss you too, you deep fried troll doll.
It was funny when I was doing comedy and Billy started coming around because
Oh, I forgot he was a comedian.
within like 3 weeks of Billy doing comedy, he had jacked everything about my style down to the jokes, and he did them all worse than I did them. So, Billy, you're welcome
And he
for
got
inspiring
booked
you,
Mm-hmm.
and you're also welcome for me getting out of your way. And I hope your career continues to be mediocre. You guys have been a lovely bright spot in my random, strange evening.
I love you so
Yeah,
much, Keenan.
buddy.
I miss you, man.
I would like to say something.
Yeah, go ahead,
I would like to
please.
say something. Okay. Thank you for your honesty. Even though I'm crying inside. But I need to hear this. I want to be good at giving advice. Mostly, I want to win the tally at the end of the quarter.
And I would
So,
want to beat those 2 assholes
everything-
too.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm taking to heart everything that
Can
you're
I
saying.
can I give you real
Also-
advice on how to give advice? You're sitting in between 2 men. You already have an edge up that is natural that they cannot beat you on. Use your
You're the first person to call me a man today.
all right. A man,
All right.
a man in whatever Billy is, however Billy identifies.
A catty bitch.
Use your feminine, effeminate wiles, and be kind and considerate and concerned, and maybe don't immediately jump to stop bitching about your shit.
Okay. Yeah. There.
Actually listen, and maybe, just maybe, you'll give better advice than these 2 guys who also, might I remind you, did not give me any advice. Step 1 to everyone on the panel is try giving advice, even if the person's like question is, how do I cope with my already awesome life?
Okay.
Okay.
It's
You
hard
brought
to-
the fact up
it's
that
hard
you
because,
can
like-
frisbee golf to a man that has 5 teenagers and hasn't
Right, but
peed
you're not
in the
giving
last week
advice
without
to
someone knocking on
yourself,
the door.
Billy. You fucking idiot. You're giving advice to me. Walk a mile in my shoes and tell me how to fix my problems. This isn't, we called you to get Billy's or advice on Billy's life. This is help Keenan, and you failed.
He's very right. This was a really good
Yeah, I told
test.
you. He'd
My
be a
God.
great person to call. Thank you.
I'm gonna go kill myself now.
I love you
Good
so
night,
much,
everyone.
Keenan.
Hey,
Just
wait,
kidding,
I have a
that's not
question I
funny.
need to ask all of you before I do actually go.
Yeah.
Will any of you kill yourselves tonight? Because that's what I'm hoping for.
No, but if I do, you can have all my equipment.
Oh shit, it's on video. So somebody
Yeah.
set that up for me.
Okay, I will not kill myself, but I do have a question for you.
Okay, yeah.
Would a better title for this be "You Got This"?
Yeah, I mean, okay, can I truly say that, and I've gone to this well already like 3 times just in the last minute or so, anytime you can avoid bringing up something that is potentially very damaging to
Yeah.
the target audience,
Yeah.
for instance, if somebody might actually be depressed or suicidal, maybe we don't bring up suicide.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Okay.
if it's you just call it a self-help podcast or a motivational podcast, staying away from self-annihilation is probably a smart call. If you're just
Yeah.
calling people that you know to be in halfway decent positions, like myself, that you know are going to respond to it in a way that is humorous and fun, that you could
Right.
lean on that a little bit. But if you are maybe going to call somebody who might actually be sad and actually try to help them, I mean, you could probably avoid talking about suicide at all. And the other thing I'll say is, if that latter instance occurs where you are trying to talk to somebody who might have actual problems, they might not be so inclined to talk about those problems. So, as happy as I am to talk about everything that has ever happened in my life, you may want to debrief your guests beforehand
Well, and that's definitely the plan.
Yeah.
And also, what
Yeah.
we want
Yes.
is for people to call us, not for us to randomly.
And
Yeah.
we were
We're just
also
testing.
torn
Yeah.
on the name ourselves for that reason. Is
Yeah.
that it was a little too, sketch.
Yeah, I get it. You guys are you're
have been-
hammering out the kinks. I get it.
Yeah.
You have been gold. Thank
Yes.
you for all of the advice.
Absolutely,
Oh, yeah.
guys. I'm glad you could call me on your advice podcast, and I could give you advice.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
All
High
right.
five.
Ending.
All right, guys.
Yeah,
Keenan
Have,
wins.
have a good
Keenan
night.
wins. All right, love you,
Night.
Keenan.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
I think at the end of every podcast we should all high five, which is what I just tried to do, but it was like
Yeah, I know. I did the same.